How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel for an interesting video. As you can tell, not in the garage, not even in the same state as I normally am. We are in Missouri, right on the border of Arkansas at Table Rock Lake. And you know, this is like the summer family trip kind of thing, and I'll be the first to admit it, I am more of a beach guy. I'm not a big lake fan. You know, fishing is really fun. To me, it's more weekend activities rather than week-long activities. As you can see, we aren't in the Jeep, we aren't in an SUV or anything like that. Unfortunately, we're not in the Miata, but we are in the Mk7 GTI. And since we have the Mk7 GTI, since we are around a lake, in the mountains, the Ozark mountains to be specific, there are some incredible roads around here that I have been taking advantage of the last couple days. I've been checking out Google Maps pretty much all week leading up to this, and I found that most of the highways around the entire lake, through Branson, through Lamp, through wherever the hell I am right now, are mainly twisties. Elevation increases and decreases. I mean, I'm going down a massive hill right now, and don't worry, I'm going to show you some GoPro footage once I get to a place to kind of set all that up. This is just the intro to the video to hopefully get you a little excited for a driving vlog. Just wanted to share these roads with you. This isn't like my favorite place to be, like I said, but as a car enthusiast, when you have your car with you, like, we're going on a little mini adventure in the middle of vacation, and I'm pretty stoked about it. Like, just the roads leading out of our neighborhood, you can get around the turns and just blast down a hill. It's so fun. And if you live up in the DFW area, you know there's like a couple roads that have, I dare say, even twisty turns on them at this point, because these roads are just so much better. All of the little signs, like, everything's 55 miles an hour. All of the recommended speed signs are 50, and like, you can take them much quicker than that. And like, there's these twists and dips. It really feels like you are on a roller coaster, and it is so fun. Now, we will be hitting traffic. I've hit quite a few bits of traffic. There's a lot of people who, you know, rightfully so, don't really drive on roads like this, and they get a little nervous, and that's fine. We're not going out and acting like we're setting lap times around the lake or anything like that, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll probably hit a little bit of traffic. There's not many places to pass, so we'll hope that maybe they pull off for us. But let's do a quick walk around to the car, and then let's hit the road. All right, so quick car check here before we get on the road. I was stuck behind a work truck, and he was going the same way I was gonna go, so we're doing this right here behind this little shack thing. This is the Mk7 GTI. It is stage 2 tuned. It has a tuned transmission as well. It has lots of little aerofab bits. It has downpipe, you know, resonator delete, intake, simple stuff. It has basically the package you would want if you were going to stage 2, charge pipes, intercooler, all of that good stuff. For wheels and tires, we have a set of Koenig lockouts running BF Goodrich G-Force Comp 2. They are great for daily driving, and they have held up very well on the roads here. Very happy with how they performed. Really no slip, no loss of confidence in the road or anything like that, but this is it. This is the dad car for me, and it is going to be put to the test today. It's been a blast so far, and I hope you guys are excited. All right, now that we're all set up, GoPro facing the front, GoPro facing the rear. We've got you guys right here in the passenger seat with me. We've also invited all the flies in. There are more flies in this state than I've ever seen in my entire life, and they just accumulate. It doesn't even matter if you've got like food or anything. They just find you. They'll be along for the ride as well. Have fun, friends. So we are going to be on road Highway 86 here south of the lake. That is where we're starting off. And yeah, it should be pretty good. We're gonna make our way to the Dogwood Canyon Nature Preserve. Let's get going, shall we? And this is just a really short drive. We're only going to take a couple of the turns that I've found the past couple days that we've been here. We've already been to the Dogwood Canyon Reserve. Really cool, really nice place. Would love to drive through it. I wish there was like a road, like a state park road that went straight through it. That'd be pretty cool. But we did take a little tour there. Pretty fun. But this video isn't about that. It is about the roads and finding a driving experience on your vacation when you're in a place that you don't really want to be. So sit back, relax, and we'll do a little bit of talking here and there, but otherwise we're just going to enjoy the drive. All right, so kind of our first curve, it takes a little left and then it dives down to a right-hander. Just tap the brake a tiny bit, but we're going to keep on going. We're just coasting down. And then it dips into another left-hander. Brake real quick. You're just carrying momentum through all the turns. If you had a Miata, this would be awesome, but the GTI, it does great. It does surprisingly great. That's what makes it fun, is that you're in the car that took you all the way here, but you're out doing this when you're not sitting in the cabin at home. Power up the hill here. Get going, get going, get going. Like I said, we are going to get stuck in traffic. That's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. So it is what it is. You know, not much I can do about it for now. I mean, the roads are nice otherwise. They're nice and twisty. You could see how fun this might be if we weren't stuck behind two trucks. So, I mean, the guy in front of me is from Colorado. You get people from all over the place. There's guys in front of me from Colorado. I'm sure he's used to this kind of stuff, but the person in front of him, it looks like they have a Louisiana license plate, which these kinds of roads are probably pretty rare in Louisiana. I mean, they're fairly rare in Texas, unless you go south. The issue with Texas is, so driving from where I live to here is 6 hours. Driving from where I live to South Texas, where you can find these kinds of roads, it's also, I mean, it's almost close to 6 hours as well. So it's like, I'd rather drive to another state and experience something new rather than stay in the same state. Texas is huge. For you guys that don't know, Texas is absolutely gigantic. All right, we're gonna stop and let those guys get ahead of us because it does very much ruin your experience when you're stuck behind slow people. All right, back with my fly friends, and we're going to take off again. Let's go. Big left-hand turn here. Hit the straight for a second. Brake a little. Hang it to the left again. And these are like, they're like big switchbacks. Just left hand and then straight for a quick second and then immediately right again. Sucks you down into your seat just a little bit. It's so fun. And the traffic. That's just the way it goes around here. So I'm just gonna slow down, I guess, and let the guy in front of me get a little bit of distance. Come on, friend, let's go. another interesting thing I will say, so both of my cars, this GTI and the Miata, they obviously live in Texas. They're tuned for 93, and they only have 91 here. And I know that like 91 to 93 probably isn't like a huge jump in, you know, octane and everything like that, but I don't know, it makes me nervous when you're like tuned for something and you don't do it. So I brought a ton of octane booster. Well, I brought some, and while I was here, I bought more. So every time I fill up, I have to use the octane booster. So far, everything seems fine, but it's a little nerve-wracking because it's like, I don't know. Miss Texas sometimes. You just go to the gas station, get 93 wherever you go. It's weird to even see the number 91 at gas stations.
Yeah.
I hate this. I love it, but I hate it. I wish it was private road. We're getting pretty close to the lake now. We're gonna go over a pretty old bridge, which is cool, I guess. You know, look at the lake, get on a bridge. It's all part of what makes the road experience more exciting. All right, little fun set of turns right here before we get to the bridge. Woohoo! And it just sucks you down. And we're back behind our friend. This is the issue. So you see behind me and in front of me, like, you get one person who goes slow, like those trucks who are carrying those houses, and it's backed up, like, it's backed up for miles. At least it's not miles, but you know what I mean. Might as well be if you're going that slow. All right, here's the bridge. I don't really know anything about bridges, but it looks old. It looks like it's been maintained, but it also looks old. Doesn't look like there's a lot of people on the lake. Yesterday was Memorial Day, and I think a lot of people decided to leave. There was like so many boats out the other day, and now there's really not any. So I'm a little surprised that there is this much traffic, because I thought for sure it would be a good time to go do this drive when everyone has already left. What's also weird is going this way, you have to drop down to 30 before you get to the bridge, but going the other way, you have a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit before you get to the bridge. So it's like two different lanes going two different speeds. I don't know. Missouri, you do some things that are kind of strange. All right, finally a passing zone. All right, well, we are just on like a main highway now, and it takes a long time to get around the lake. So in order to save myself some time video editing, I think we're gonna head back to the cabin to wrap this video up. We have one more road to show you, which we will film at the end. It is the road that leads into our cabin. So fun. It's the road we started on, but obviously I was talking to you guys. So I'm gonna go back to that road, shoot that, then we'll close this video out, and I'll see you in a second.